Hey, it's me, Jesse from Unbelievable Audio, 29 Pedals, here to talk to you about FLWR, some quick designer notes. You'll notice if you watch the other videos that I make for my pedals, I usually like to let the demo artist kind of do all the talking and tell you about, play you demos and play the sounds through the pedals so you can kind of go to your favorite channel and find stuff that might relate to your playing. But I want to tell you a couple things about FLWR. FLWR is a little overdrive and distortion and even fuzz pedal. It's a ground-up design like the rest of our pedals. It's got the same whatever power input, although internally these rails aren't quite as high as Una because we want them to clip. So they're asymmetrical voltage on the inside. The gain control is non-linear, so as you turn it up it gets a little warmer. So you can use that to your advantage when you're trying to find the sweet spot to balance your tone. One of the reasons I kind of wanted to join the choir of like overdrive designs is I always had problems with my own sound where I felt like a lot of overdrives, when I used them where I liked them, they felt really closed. So I wanted to design something that felt really open when you weren't pushing through it, and then when you pushed into it, it would respond in a nice warm kind of way. So hopefully I've done that. You can be the judge of that yourself. The shape controls are a little hard to describe because they change different things in the first gain stage. You can think of it like the middle switch, let's see, better way to think of it. First switch sort of sets your total gain level, and the middle switch is how you're using that gain. So 3 is the lowest gain and the flattest, 2 is the highest gain and has a nice little shape to it. 1 is a really dark gain. So when you get up into that fuzzy territory, you really want to simulate like how a classic fuzz pedal sort of dumps a lot of top end from the guitar and then replaces it with a lot of harmonics from the distortion. You can do that here with that. The middle switch, B is going to be the flattest, most kind of neutral gain sound. C is bright. Not too bright, but bright enough to be pokey for a sort of solo kind of section. And A is just full bore, everything you can get out of the pedal. So you can kind of play with those to find a shape that you like because they all sort of interact with each other. As you change one, what the other does changes a little bit. So I hope you'll find something in there that's really like to your liking and kind of personal for you. The clipping section is really fun. I've always been a little suspicious of clipping diodes. I don't use them all the time and stuff. Sometimes I cut them out of pedals that I have that other people made. So I wanted to make sure it was optional. And then once you go to the trouble to make them optional, you might as well have a few different flavors of them. And then once you have a few different flavors of them, you might as well make it modular. So you can pop open the back of your FLWR and you can pull out this little diode module. And you can get a blank board from me and build your own with magical diodes. You can modify the one you have. Maybe in the future some other cool companies will offer options for them, which would be really fun. Any number of things are possible with that. And when you're selecting it here, 1 is going to be the pair situated to the left when you're looking at it this way. And 2 is going to be the one on the right. And then 0 is out. If you have any other questions, pop them below. I'll answer them for you, or check out all the videos that we have linked. And thanks for being a part of this new design.